Hello, and welcome to the new employee benefits presentation given by Micah Wilner, Benefits Specialist with the National Park Service Employee Benefits and Retirement Services. We'll be going over some basic information regarding your federal employee benefits. After touching briefly on Employee Express and Leave, we'll talk about federal health insurance and long-term care, and then we'll end with your beneficiary form and understanding the importance of reviewing your EOPF. Your HR team is comprised of your servicing HR office and the Park Service's centralized employee benefits services. Your HR office would be able to assist you with all your initial HR needs, such as onboarding paperwork, your SCD, benefits eligibility, and name and address changes. The Employee Benefits Services team can assist you with a variety of needs, including changes in insurance due to a qualifying life event, benefits counseling when entering into non-pay or active duty military status, or upon leaving your employment with us, and any retirement-related topics such as military and civilian service deposits and retirement estimates for planning. For other employment questions such as leave requests, work schedule changes, and student loan repayments, you can always start with your supervisor or administrative officer. Before we proceed, here's the contact information that you'll need throughout your appointment with the NPS. The Benefits and Retirement team takes pride in being able to answer all of your benefits and retirement questions and assist you with any benefits changes. Most of the information discussed in this presentation can be found here at opm.gov. OPM's website is your one-stop shop for federal benefits, retirement, pay, leave, and the latest federal news. Let's get started with our first topic. Employee Express is the payroll system for all employees. You should receive your login information in the mail a few weeks after your appointment. If you do not receive your initial access, you'll need to call your servicing HR office to ensure that your email information has been correctly entered into the payroll system. Once you receive your login information, you will want to sign in and change your temporary password. If you forget your password or login ID, you can simply click on the links and follow the steps to have them be reset and sent to your NPS email address. Employee Express is your best source for viewing your leave and earnings statement regularly so that you can ensure the proper deductions such as insurance premiums and TSP contributions are being correctly applied. You can also use EEX to update your direct deposit information, change federal tax withholdings, your mailing address, and your TSP contribution amount. While you will be able to update your health insurance enrollment during the annual open season, it is not recommended for qualifying life events such as to add a new baby or a spouse, because it can take at least one pay period for the change to take effect, and we would like to be sure that the change goes smoothly for you. Feel free to contact us instead, and we'd be happy to help you. And now, everyone's favorite benefit, paid leave. Everyone who is in a pay status accrues annual and sick leave the first pay period they begin working. This will be an overview of your leave benefits, but make sure to contact your local HR or supervisor for all other leave questions and to schedule leave. All employees who are in a pay status accrue annual leave based on their years of service, which is reflected by the service computation date for leave located on your SF50 in box number 31. Your SF50 or Standard Form 50 is processed every time a personnel action is completed for you. You can also find your SCD on your leave and earnings statement located in Employee Express. Your leave SCD will take into account all of your federal service when you worked, including all temporary and seasonal time that is not creditable for retirement. If you're not retired military, then your military service will be added to your leave SCD. You must supply your DD-214 to your servicing HR office, in addition to any service with the Peace Corps or AmeriCorps Vista. Unlike sick leave, there is a limit on how much annual leave you can carry over from year to year, with the maximum being 240 hours. Any leave in excess of 240 hours will be lost on the first full pay period of the new year. If you leave federal service, your annual leave will be paid out to you. All full-time employees will accrue 4 hours of sick leave per pay period. If you are in a part-time work schedule, your sick leave will be prorated based on the hours you are scheduled to work. You can use sick leave for yourself or an eligible dependent. There is no limit to how much you can carry over from one year to the next, so you can build up your sick leave for major events such as surgery or pregnancy. Sick leave is not paid out to you if you leave federal service, but if you return, your remaining sick leave will be reinstated. If you work long enough to retire, your remaining sick leave at retirement will also be converted into additional years and months that will increase the amount of your retirement pension. While recent changes removed the health insurance coverage mandate, it's probably one of the most important benefits you have access to. All permanent and term employees, as well as some temporary employees, are eligible to enroll in the Federal Employees Health Benefits Program. As a new or rehired employee, you have 60 days from your start date to enroll in health insurance. You would enroll by completing your SF 2809 with your servicing HR office in onboarding. Your initial enrollment is effective no sooner than the beginning of the second pay period after you are appointed. The SF 2809 form has a table that lists all the possible qualifying life events, including birth of a child, marriage, divorce, and losing or gaining outside coverage. If you have experienced any of the qualifying life events, you will have 60 days from that event to contact us and make changes to your current enrollment. We can help you make the necessary changes and ensure that your record is updated in a timely manner. If you missed your initial opportunity to enroll, or you waived coverage, but you have not experienced a qualifying life event, you can enroll during open season, which typically runs from mid-November to mid-December every year. During the annual open season, you can make changes to your enrollment by switching plans, waiving premium conversion, or waiving coverage as well. If you enroll in FEHB, your premiums will be automatically deducted before taxes, which is called premium conversion. Employees eligible for retirement can also carry FEHB into retirement and pay the same premiums as long as they meet certain requirements, which your retirement specialist will assist you with at that time. Employees pay about 25% of the full premium, while the agency pays for the remainder. A part-time schedule can affect the cost of your premium amount if you are a permanent employee as well. There are 3 types of enrollment: self-only, self-plus-one, and self and family. If you select self-plus-one, you must specify the one person to be covered with you when you enroll, and you cannot change that covered individual until open season or if you experience a qualifying life event. If you enroll in self and family, list all eligible dependents, including children under the age of 26 years old. You can also refer to the instructions on the SF 2809 enrollment form for additional information. There are dozens of health plans to choose from. You can go to OPM's main website to compare plans and to view or download the complete plan brochures. Fee-for-service plans, or PPOs, are nationwide plans that offer coverage across the United States. Health maintenance organizations, or HMOs, generally only offer coverage for a specific area. This can include your state and a few surrounding states, or only specific zip codes within one state. Once you choose a plan, be sure to review the insurance carrier's brochure to make sure your zip code or state is covered by that particular plan. You can also call the carrier directly to confirm eligibility. There are also high deductible health plans, which, as their name implies, have a higher deductible limit. High deductible health plans provide you with a health savings account, or HSA, that comes directly from your insurance carrier. Your insurance carrier contributes a specified amount each month to your HSA that you can use for qualifying medical expenses. If you have a preferred doctor that you want to keep, check with them to see what types of insurance they accept. Although you have extensive choices for health plans, you are not locked in forever. You can always change your plan during open season or if you experience a qualifying life event. Visit opm.gov, hover over Insurance and select Healthcare. On the left-hand side, select Plan Information, then just below that, select Compare Plans. Type in your zip code, select Federal Employee Non-Postal, select Biweekly for your pay frequency, and click on Search. You can then compare up to 3 plans at a time side by side to quickly view their enrollment code, biweekly premium, annual deductible limit, copay amounts, and much more. Once you've narrowed down your choices, pull up the full plan brochure or call the provider directly with your specific questions on what their coverage offers. To pull up the plan brochure, go back to Plan Information on the left-hand side and click on your state. The first grouping of plans are all the nationwide plans. Avoid the middle group of plans as they are only open to specific groups, such as Panama Canal area employees. The last group of plans are all the state-specific plans. Remember to choose one of these plans carefully, as you may not live in their coverage area. If you've ever felt like you could pay a little less in taxes, the flexible spending account might be for you. You don't have to be enrolled in FEHB to participate. The flexible spending account is a way for employees to be able to save money on a pre-tax basis to cover medical, dental, or vision expenses. The two types of flexible spending accounts are healthcare and dependent care. Eligible FSA reimbursements for expenses include daycare for dependents, eyeglasses or orthodontia, and out-of-pocket costs for healthcare. For a full list of eligible expenses, visit their website at fsafeds.com. The limit on the amount you can contribute for healthcare is $2,750 per year, $5,000 limit per family per year for the dependent care FSA, and you can carry up to $500 from one year to the next under the healthcare FSA, as long as you re-enroll. The flexible spending account is the only benefit that you must re-enroll in again each year if you wish to use it again. Visit fsafeds.com to create a profile. If you're new to this system, click here. Then begin your registration. New employees have 60 days from their appointment date to enroll, and once enrolled, deductions cannot be stopped for that year. You can also enroll during the annual open season, and if you do, your benefit period will begin the first of the next year when your deductions begin. For both types of FSA, you have until April 30th to file claims from the previous benefit period. The main point is that you can save pre-tax dollars that will be ready to use for your healthcare and dependent care expenses. The peace of mind that life insurance brings is certainly beneficial, and it's also great to plan ahead with long-term care. You can enroll in long-term care insurance at any time throughout your federal career. However, if you enroll within your first 60 days, you will have abbreviated underwriting, which means that you will simply need to answer fewer medical history questions before enrolling. Every plan that long-term care insurance offers is a comprehensive policy that covers both facility and home care. Eligible participants include current and former spouses, parents, and children. The premiums vary depending on the amount of coverage elected, the age at which you enroll, and the benefit period. Visit ltcfeds.com for more information or to enroll. Click on Apply Now, then check the boxes after reviewing the reference materials. Select Active, Federal Government, then search for the National Park Service. Newly eligible for newly hired employees, and enter your hire date. Then click on Next. At this point, you'll be able to enter all your personal information and continue the application. Even though we saved this for last, don't let that change your perception of how important this topic is. It's important to check your designation of beneficiary forms and ensure that they are kept up to date, specifically when you experience a qualifying life event such as a divorce. Your unpaid compensation form SF-1152 can be found in your EOPF. You should submit your beneficiary form directly to your Servicing Human Resources office during your initial onboarding process. You may also visit OPM's website for the form number listed here, and will provide you with electronic copies that must be fully completed and signed in ink before you return them. Beneficiary forms on file will take precedence over everything else, including what may be listed in your will and testament. Keep your beneficiary forms up to date annually, but especially if you experience a major life event. Your most current up-to-date forms will help to avoid leaving the payouts unintentionally to former beneficiaries such as an ex-spouse. Even if you're remarried, the designated beneficiary form on file will be valid until you update it. If no beneficiary forms are on file, then the normal order of precedence is observed, leading with your spouse, then any children, and so on. You do not have to designate beneficiaries if you find the normal order of precedence acceptable, but again, be sure there are no old beneficiary forms in your EOPF from previous appointments, as they will take precedence. Sign in to EOPF once you receive your login information or follow the steps to request a new password or your new EOPF ID username. Once you're able to log in, you can view all of your records, including your SF50s, benefit election forms, and beneficiary forms, along with all other permanent and temporary record documents. This concludes the new employee benefits presentation presented by the National Park Service Employee Benefits and Retirement Services. Thanks for watching and have a great day.